Now that was using abstract class. Now how to use interface to achieve this? We'll modify the same example using interfaces. Now how to create interface? Let's create one interface here only. The keyword is interface, the name of the interface, suppose this is the name of our interface. Now rules are, in interface you can have all the methods which are abstract. You cannot have any other non-abstract method. Interface will always contain abstract methods even if you don't specify abstract keyword. Now suppose I have given this method. So this method is by default abstract methods. You cannot give any body here. So this will give abstract methods cannot have body. There you go, abstract method do not specify a body. So you cannot give any body. Now similarly you will have to override this method. Now in normal class you extend another class, but interface you cannot use it to extend. Interfaces you can implement, you cannot extend interfaces. In Java there is no concept of multiple inheritance using extends. You can achieve multiple inheritance using interfaces only. You cannot extend two classes in Java, but you can implement one more class. The syntax is implements interface example. Now again it will give an error and it will ask us, or it will tell us you should override this show method. Let's override this show method also with same rules of overriding. Now one more thing to note here is that by default all the methods in an interface are public abstract by default. So the rules which I told you, we cannot reduce the access. So by default, even if we give here public abstract or not, let's give public abstract here. So even if we don't type in this public abstract, by default all the methods in interface are public abstract. So when we overrided this method, we reduce the access. One rule which I told you earlier, we cannot reduce the access. So by default, if this was public, we gave it default. We cannot reduce the access in method overriding, and this is gone now. Show me the new game. You can print any message. And implements also specifies is a relationship like extends. So there are two methods by which we can specify is a relationship. One is using extend and one is using implements. And you cannot extend more than one class in a Java, but you can implement more than one interface in Java. So in Java you can achieve multiple inheritance using implements and extends. You cannot implement multiple inheritance using extends only. So like that we can also call the show method. See, both methods called. So this is how abstraction is achieved using interfaces and abstract class. Now let's discuss protected access. As I told you, we'll be discussing protected access once we are done with inheritance. Now let's take example to see what protected access does. I'm creating one protected variable here. Let's name it age. Let's give it a value of 20. Now what protected means is, if this variable is protected, this variable will be visible to all the classes present in this package, and this will also be visible to a class which is present in some other package, and that class should be extending this class. Now since class B is present in some different package than this class, let's extend that class. As you can see, protected example class is present in com.javabasics.android package, but whereas this class B is present in com.javabasic.access package. So these are two different packages, but protected will allow the access in this package also, because this class B is extending the protected example class. Let's see if this has that variable, or this variable is visible to class B. Let's create object of class B. You can see age variable, protected example, the class was protected example, and the variable was age. So this variable is visible to this class. Run the program 20, the same value which we set here. So this is protected access. In same package also and in other package also, if the class in other package is extending the class and the access is protected.